So now we'll discuss about initiation and propagation of action potential. First we'll discuss about initiation of action potential. Action potential is initiated at a specific point in the neuronal cell. It is initiated at the initial segment of the axon. Why initial segment of the axon? Why not the dendrites or dendritic spines? First, how it is initiated. If we go deeply into the process, first graded potential should be produced before action potential should be fired. Where the graded potentials are fired? Where the graded potentials are produced? Graded potentials are produced in the dendritic spine regions or dendritic cells, because these dendritic cells contain ligand-gated ion channels. See, this is a ligand-gated ion channel. When neurotransmitter is released from the postsynaptic membrane into synaptic cleft, the neurotransmitter interacts with the ligand-gated ion channel, and the ligand-gated ion channel opens. Influx of sodium ions occur. This influx of sodium ions causes depolarization of the membrane potential of the dendritic cell. This depolarization, that is inside of the cell turning positive and outside of the cell turning negative, this doesn't remain only in the dendritic cell. It spreads passively all across the dendritic cells and across the cell body up to the axon. And when this passive current, that means from the cell to cell, it doesn't initiate an action potential, or there is no firing of an action potential. Just the current spreads, that means the influx of sodium ions from one cell to the other cell. That is, the current spreads from one cell to the other cell. In this way, the current spreads from the dendritic spine cell up to the initial segment of axon. Here, no matter how much the increase in graded potential, there is no firing of action potential, because they don't contain voltage-gated sodium ion channels. If the dendritic spines don't contain voltage-gated sodium ion channels, there is no positive feedback cycle, there is no firing of action potential. When this current slowly reaches the initial segment of the axon, if the graded potentials produced are strong enough to reach threshold voltage, then an action potential is fired. Why? Because only initial segment of axon, this region contains highest concentration of voltage-gated sodium ion channels. So the increase in permeability of sodium is more, the increase in membrane potential is highest at this region. So that's why action potential is fired at this region. Now, not only one graded potential will reach and will cause the firing of action potential. Graded potential will summate at this point. That means a more number of graded potentials will reach the dendritic spines or the postsynaptic membrane, and then these graded potentials will summate here. That means all the graded potentials will add together. And how much is the value of that added graded potential? If the added graded potential is large enough to cause the rise in membrane potential up to threshold voltage, then the cells in the initial segment of the axon or the initial segment of the axon fires the action potential. Summation of the graded potential is of two types: temporal summation, spatial summation. What is temporal summation? Temporal summation results from the addition of graded potentials released from only one synapse but at different time intervals. That is, initially there is a graded potential produced from the synapse, and then there is another graded potential at another time interval, and then with time increases, another graded potential, another graded potential. These graded potentials across the time intervals, they summate at this initial segment of the axon. That is temporal summation. What is spatial summation? Spatial summation means a variety of synapses, that means at a large number of locations of dendritic spines, a variety of, that means more than one number of graded potential is produced at different locations of the neuronal cell, and these different the graded potentials from these different locations add at that particular point, that is initial segment of the axon. If it is strong enough, both the summations can produce or can fire action potential.